Hello, Blake Hart here. Nice to see you guys. For my existing subscribers, thank you for sticking along with me for this ride, this journey, because I haven't been creating any videos lately, or not that many. New subscribers, thank you for joining me on this journey. We had like a major influx in the past few months, so thank you. I appreciate you hitting that subscribe button and hopefully also that little bell button that lets you know when I have a new video like this one coming out, so you can check in with it right away. Today's video is about perseverance, and I thought it was really important for me to hear these words sort of speaking to myself, and also this might help somebody else out there. I think it's important to be our authentic selves, to be transparent with the way life is and our journey, and I hope that I bring that to my channel, and maybe this will help you. And me too. So perseverance. God, this past year has been one of the toughest years I've been through, I think, in my life. Like, I feel like it's been one of the most challenging. And, for those of you that maybe aren't totally with my Instagram, you can check that out down there. Life is a little crazy for me. So I have 3 kids. I have twin 6-year-old girls, and I have a 1-year-old, as well as a wife. So between the two of us, we are basically 50-50 taking care of these 3 kids who are all awesome. But it was like that third baby, like that third kid, it just like threw me over the top. So that's in addition to both of us working pretty demanding full-time jobs. So just trying to keep everything in order and, nurturing and loving and teaching and spending time together and cleaning and organizing and maintaining and, our home and just all those things. It's been great. Obviously, we've wanted this family, but it's been challenging this year. It's been very challenging. And with that being said, I really haven't had a lot of time to dedicate to myself. My wife has been gracious enough to give me some opportunities here and there, and I've tried to make time, but for those of you that have babies, you understand that the sleep schedules, especially within that first year, are not predictable. What becomes predictable turns to not being predictable. So before the baby, I used to be able to get up at 5 a.m, and I knew I would have a good hour, an hour and a half to myself to make music, to do whatever I wanted to do, make a video for YouTube. I no longer have that. After a full day's work and getting kids where they need to be, off to school, off to daycare, picking them up, all that stuff, dinner, everything there, I don't have the energy then at the end of the day to sit myself either back in front of a computer or some sort of screen, or even if it wasn't a screen or a computer, just anything to do music. I'm just exhausted. And I try, and not that I haven't, but it's just tiring. So I feel like I'm saying a lot. Perseverance is so important, because for a lot of us, we are not going to be able to sink in those 50, 60 hours consecutively each week, honing our craft or the skills or dedicating that to what we want to accomplish. So for me, it's been music production right now. I really want to make an album in 2020 that could just be like 1, 2, 3 songs, but I want to start writing again, which is something I did when I was 13, and I'm a lot older now, but age 13 to like 25, I was writing songs, and so maybe revisit some of those songs. I got stuff I want to do. That's the point of this conversation. And I have to persevere through these tough times because I don't have the time to fully dedicate to what I want. What I wanted last year, what I wanted, the year before last year. Things come up, or things exist. The baby didn't just come up. That was obviously planned. But things exist that take me away from that. And I have to remember that, some of those things are just like a flicker in time, as my wife reminded me tonight. Like the baby, she's 1. This is a tough time. It has been a tough time. But we're making it through. I mean, we're surviving. You adapt, you pivot as necessary, and for many of us, you're able to go on. I know it's not that way for everyone, right? But we're pretty grounded, so it's working through this and moving forward, and like that she'll be 2 or 3 or 4. This will be behind us. So it's embracing the now, knowing that, it's not always going to be that way, and that I will have more time to put into the craft to do the things that I want to do. But that requires persevering. It requires not giving up. It requires not getting to the point of frustration for not having that time, that you just say, that's it. I'm too old. Too much time has gone by. I don't have enough time to accomplish what I want to accomplish in the remainder of my life. Like all those sort of like self-defeating things that you could say. You have to look past that and say, you know what? Like I've come this far, right? So I look back to 2 years ago when I was first starting and like really I had a base, right? I mean, and I spoke about that in some videos, but I mean, I was still hopping in again, new to using Studio One, to using Machine, to learning everything I could from dudes like MG the Future and CMP, Craftmaster Productions, and they're all escaping me right now, so I'll just like flood them through the screen as props to say thank you, because a major advantage that I've had at this point in my life has been the education on YouTube. So I am going to persevere. I am going to stick with this. I have things that I want to accomplish. I don't want to give up on getting them done or getting from the point I'm at now to that next point, because the goals that I have, like for me in my life, like musically, I feel like are too important for me to give up on. And, the other dude I've been immensely following for years and years and years, God, I think it's been over 10 years now, but Gary Vee, it's like he talks about all the time, that regret, like the regret you see in people's eyes who are in nursing homes. And I don't want to be that person at all. And I've said this before. So it's like accepting the now and what I can do right now, but knowing how important it is to just keep chugging along, persevere, continually investing what time I may have into honing my craft, and that, like even at my age, like it's not over. Like it's definitely not over. And this goes towards actually creating YouTube videos. I'd like to create more this year, because one of the things that I think has become so important to me is realizing that there are so many different voices on YouTube, and they reflect so many different types of people, and everybody's their own individual at their own place in their little life. And I think that the place I'm at and who I am can actually be helpful for me to share my journey. I mean, which is what I've been doing. But we as women are very underrepresented in music and producer community. And I feel like, especially older women, okay, so that's me too. I'm like checking a lot of boxes here as a parent. And I don't feel like there's enough sort of push or exposure out here for people who maybe like me, or, not necessarily female, maybe male, maybe older, may have families, may want to pursue music as a hobby, as something, hey, maybe they wanted to do 20 years ago, but for certain reasons they couldn't, they didn't, or just the technology wasn't there. I mean, let's face it, I want to do a video like a Machine Micro. If somebody buys a Machine Micro, it can just like blow up their world, because there is so much you can do with the Machine software, with Machine Micro, that if you're somebody who just knows you want to make music, but you're not sure how, like that is just a major bridge into making music for yourself. And, maybe it's just like because you want to enjoy yourself. Maybe you want to do some songwriting. Maybe you just want to do instrumentals. Maybe you're really into, some of the music scores that are in films you watch, whatever the case. And I feel like, and I hope that maybe I can, offer some encouragement to people who fit in that box. So I need to keep creating here. Anyway, I feel like I've gone down a tangent, but wrapping it up, coming full circle yet again. perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. So important. It's not easy because we all get off track. It's hard to get back on sometimes, but just remember, perseverance, so important, because truly, I think at the end of the day, it is a marathon. It's a marathon. We don't need to do a 50-yard dash to where we want to get to. I mean, we can take it all in, savor it, know it's going to happen, whatever it is. If it's learning guitar, learning piano, making your first song, inevitably, you'll get there if you just keep trying to get there. And once you get there, then you can get the next place and the next place and the next place. And with that, I thank you for tuning into this video today. I will have another one coming back at you hopefully pretty soon. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button down there, the bell, so that you get notified. And thank you for continuing to watch and support my channel. In the comments below, tell me what you would like to do in 2020. What's one of your main goals? I'll see you soon.